Hi, I'm Kerry. I'm 10 years older today than I was this time last week. I've had a tough week, and I mean that. I feel 10 years older than I did last week, and it's because my body has gotten the flu. I thought I had the coronavirus. I took the test twice and came up negative twice, and so I made an appointment with my doctor and went down to the doctor today. And what had happened was last Saturday, I went in after doing my work and sat down with Nita to watch the evening news at 5:30, and I just started shaking, just quaking, and it was cold, and it wasn't cold, and I curled up in a ball, and I was panting, and I was sweating, and I thought, what the hell is happening to me? And it was 5:30, and by 6:30 I was in bed. Got up the next day, felt okay, even went out and did some things. Again at 5:30, I was quaking. I mean, I was shivering, just and feeling short of breath. And I had gone to the bathroom earlier in the day, and my urine, it turned the clear water in the bowl the yellow of the skin of a lemon, and it smelled like a Christmas ham, a salty Christmas ham, just pungent. And I just kept going downhill. And I thought, holy moly, this is what the dark side looks like. This is what the dark side of retirement looks like. And when I say I felt there, I got a cough too. When I say I aged 10 years, I think of myself as a 60-year-old. I'm actually 77 years old. I get out and I run and I walk and I exercise, and I make 2 videos some days, every day at least one video. I run a business, and I'm happy and I'm alert, but I am not anymore. So I got the flu, and so it got me angry. I had to call the doctor to find out what was wrong with me. Whereas as I was driving, I drove myself to the doctor. As I was driving downtown Birmingham, I thought, what are the signs? Well, your urine is yellow and it stinks. What if the fluids in your car went bad and they stunk? What would the BMW do? Well, it'd notify me. In fact, BM headquarters would send me a message. Kerry, get your car in. What if the stability, because when I walk now, I got to be careful because I'm not real stable. What if the stability in my car, the suspension system, went bad? BMW would notify me. Not my body, not Google. Google is on my watch. It's been monitoring my health and my body for 5 years now. Why doesn't Google notify me? So that's the question I asked my doctor. I said, how come I wear this watch that measures my body temperature, my oxygen saturation, my heartbeat, the number of steps I take, the elevation that I climb, everything about me? How come Google doesn't notify me? And he says, because the United States government won't allow us to have a national database. It's just like we don't know what vaccinations you have had that you may have had at a grocery store or at a pharmacy relative to the ones we have. We don't know. I said, well, why don't you know? No, it's against the law to have a national database. I said, why is that? It's a violation of your privacy. About 5 minutes later, he asked me to bend over the table and take my pants down, and he stuck his finger up my ass. Talk about a violation of privacy. Come on. When are when is the government and those people who represent us in the government going to bring us up to par with my 6-year-old BMW? When is that going to happen? I don't know, but it pisses me off that I know the technology's there. I know their smart toilet exists. I know that they have a device I can prick my finger with, and it'll through 5G, it'll send my blood work to the cloud. I know that. They have it for my car. If my tires go low, my car tells me. But why don't they? Because there's conflict of interest. My car can't vote. Since my car can't vote, they do whatever is best for my car. But since I can vote and you can vote, and you say, that's a violation of my privacy, don't let that happen for Carrie. I said to Stuart, Stuart's my doctor, when are you going to genome sequence me? We don't have the equipment to do that. Why the fuck not? 23andMe knows that my mother died of cancer, my daughter died of cancer. They know my genome sequencing, but you don't. We don't have a national database, health database. Well, whose interest is it in not to have a national health care database? I'm not sure. But I think I know who should know, and that's AARP. They send me magazines, they send me everything about join the AARP and get a discount at a motel. Get early feeding at the Bonanza. Come on. You're to represent me. Bring my body status up to that of my car. That's all I ask from you. The technology is there. Do everything you have to do to put it in order. Otherwise, I'm going to die. But then maybe you don't care about that. Maybe you have some other political elements that feed your needs. As you can see, I may be 10 years older, but I haven't lost some of my spunk, and I'm going to continue at this. In fact, I'm going to dig deep into the AARP and see why when you and I qualify for Medicare, we don't get a automatic issue of quantum psi finger pricker, a smart toilet, a smart mirror, and a digital smart watch. Why isn't that standard issue for everybody who makes it to 65? Hell, we pay into Social Security for 40-some years. And I know you mismanage the money and you use it for anything and everything else except to help keep me alive. But I just spent the past week at death's door. And I want to get the hell away from it. So, if you agree with me, like this video and subscribe. Help build a community. Go to the Discord. There's a link in the description down there where it says more, down there to our Discord. This is where I'm building a group of people that want what I want. Good health care, openness and honestness about our Social Security and what is the right thing for us, a good financial education, and a good life. That's all I want. That's not too much for an old guy to ask. I'll talk to you again soon.